Happy August, Sky Watchers! The month began with a tag team of private and public space partnerships as NASA and SpaceX collectively sent astronauts to and returned astronauts from the International Space Station. A nearly full moon was too bright for the peak of the Perseids to perform, and a new study suggested that rover design can be improved by not only considering the effects of lower gravity on a rover, but also the effects on the surface the rover is driving over. That is the ground of Mars looser because it has 38% the gravity of Earth? The remainder of the month holds many planetary pairings to greet the day. As you prepare for the return to school, I'm Science Ben. Let's transport outside and discover this month's sky. Looking up, there are 3 planets that we could see if not for our atmosphere. Traveling to earlier this morning, our blue sky fades and we discover near the moon, bright Saturn in the west, and beginning to disappear in the east are Jupiter and Venus, snuggling close as they reach conjunction this morning. The two will appear to spread apart over the next few mornings as the moon makes greater strides, conjoining with Jupiter the morning of the 19th and Venus on the 20th. We'll have to wait until the 26th to spot the moon near a planet in the night sky, as it then conjoins with Mars at evening twilight. All of this, of course, is dependent on clear skies. Clouds can and often do interfere with what would otherwise be a great sky viewing opportunity. While this can be disappointing to the backyard astronomer, I wonder, how disruptive is this for those that make sky watching their job? What do professional astronomers do when it's cloudy? There are options. Yeah, just wait. The average summer storm in the southeastern United States, at least, lasts about an hour to an hour and a half. During that time, you could do what astronomers spend a lot of time doing, analyzing and processing already observed data. The pictures have been took, time is needed to look at them. We have the internet. There hasn't been a need to be in front of a thing to operate said thing in a very long time. Too cloudy for your observatory? Why not use the internet to borrow someone else's? Say, like a college's. Headquartered at the University of North Carolina, Skynet is an international network of robotic, remotely accessed telescopes that allows professional astronomers and educators around the world to view the sky via internet access. With tens of thousands of users and over 16 million images captured, Skynet's 4-continent spanning collection of telescopes can also be accessed by amateur astronomers after having completed UNC's Astronomy with Skynet courses, which can be completed for free. Meet radio astronomy. Optical telescopes capture light and energy in the visible range of the electromagnetic spectrum, whereas radio telescopes do the same thing, but instead observe waves in the radio range. Like a reflecting telescope, radio telescopes use a larger surface to capture and reflect radio waves onto a smaller one for processing and analysis. The larger the surface, the more sensitive the telescope. The Green Bank Telescope in Green Bank, West Virginia is larger than a football field and taller than the Statue of Liberty. It's sensitive enough to detect the energy of a single snowflake hitting the ground. This sensitivity makes radio telescopes ideal for observing deep sky objects like quasars and pulsars. Further, radio waves are not scattered by clouds like visible light waves are, making radio telescopes impervious to cloudy day cancellations. Most clouds live in the stratosphere, a range of 6 to 31 miles above the surface of the Earth. The James Webb Space Telescope lives 930,000 miles away from Earth, at Lagrange Point 2. Meaning that it not only doesn't have to worry about clouds, it doesn't have to worry about any disguise or distortion to our atmosphere. This is one of the advantages of space telescopes in general. Space telescopes can also make observations during the day and are free from the effects of light pollution. Of course, if something goes wrong with your space telescope, it may take up to a month of travel to reach it for repair. That is, if it can be repaired. Yeah, just study the clouds. The average cloud weighs 1 million pounds and covers 1.5 miles of area. The cloud currently above your head very possibly contains water once drank by a centrosaurus. Clouds are awesome. They're also difficult to study. They move and change or nebulous. They're clouds. Researchers like Purdue University atmospheric scientist Alexandria Johnson create small clouds in labs to better examine their behavior and properties. Johnson has said, anyone who studies atmosphere has to have a general knowledge of clouds. But none of those systems work without the microphysics driving cloud formation and evolution. We have to understand these processes to truly grasp the complexities and implications at larger scales. Of course, nothing beats the real thing. Clear or cloudy, night or day, we hope you continue to look up and ask questions. Share those questions and maybe we can seek the answers together during next month's discussion, the second Tuesday of September, September the 9th. Until then, keep discovering and thanks for watching. Bye.